All right, so packed up all my stuff, and by the time, okay, so now we're on. This is my 6th hotel room in the general. Remember, we had the first 2 Super 8 rooms, didn't stay in the second one. We got the 2 rooms of Quality Inn, and now we on our 4th room at Super 8. 6 hotel rooms on God. So, one thing about me, when I get overstimulated and overwhelmed, I'm ready to crash out on everybody. I'm ready to crash out on my damn self. So I'm standing outside of this hotel room, and I'm just mad as hell. I'm like looking up hotels. I'm like, fuck, pay for another room for the night. At this point, I'll go ahead and pay. Like, I think the Hilton was charging like 160, 170 a night. I'm like, fuck, head at this point. I'm tired of it. So, as I'm looking online for hotels, one of the dudes come past me that he's still waiting on his hair sample to come back. He comes past me. He's looking tired and drained. The same dude. I'm calling him Memphis because that's where he's from. I'm like, man, why you look so tired? That's how tired he was. He looked high. I said, are you high? He's like, hell no. He said, I can't get no fucking sleep. He walked to Kroger to get him some noodles. I was like, what's wrong? He's like, man, just bugs and I'm like, why don't you change your room? He said, bro, I've changed my room 3 times. He said, at this point, he went and bought some sticky traps from Kroger. Some people are too resilient. Nigga, just change your room. He bought some sticky traps from Kroger, and he bought some noodles. He said, I'm going to just put these sticky traps out. He said, I'm from the hood. Bugs don't scare me. He said, it's just annoying to keep waking up and killing some shit. He said, he said, I'm going to just put these traps in the room, and I'm going to eat these noodles and go to sleep. He said, I'm sick of this shit. I said, ain't no way. This man done changed his room 3 times. And a truck driver is buying sticky traps. This should never happen. So I'm like, man, I'm over it. Like, one thing about me, I'm quick to get the fuck out of somewhere. I'm like, man, I'm great leave. Fuck. I'm like, man, I'm trying to stick out. Like, sidebar, trucking has really shown me how resilient I am. I really be putting up with too much, but trucking has shown me how resilient I am. And I'm just want to say I'm proud of me for dealing with this. But anyways, right? I'm like, man, I'm ready to fuck out of here. You can find somebody else that won't put me in a roach-infested hotel. So, well, this is a motel, but I'm find somebody to put me in a hotel. So anyways, right? I'm like, man, I really want this job. I really don't want to leave. I done came down here. I done paid for this hotel. So the Quality Inn cost me $248 for 3 nights, right? They ended up giving me a refund, and I think I only ended up paying $148 because they refunded me that first night. Yeah, so I ended up only paying $148, so that's nice. And for originally, it was supposed to go from $248 to $177. I guess they took off some more stuff and it went down to $148. So that's good for me, right? So I'm like, okay, that's some good news. I ain't have to pay $248, but I still had to pay out of pocket for it. I shouldn't have to pay for another motel, when I was supposed to already have a good one. So anyways, that's money. The lifts I'm paying for is money. They wanted you to eat breakfast at the hotel, and then every day they fed us pizza. I was eating the pizza, and then sometimes I would eat dinner, sometimes I wouldn't. But if I eat dinner, I have to pay for it out of pocket, right? It costs money. So I'm so frustrated, but I'm tired. At this point, it's like 8, 9 p.m., right? So then I go back to the desk, and I ask him, I'm going to just put the clip in here so y'all can see. I got a question. Do all of y'all rooms got roaches? This room has roaches too. All of it, like if you look by the refrigerator area, it's just roaches. For the last room, this room, like what is going on at this hotel?
Still here for clearance. Okay, so you're ready. Go.
Down here?
Yeah.
This shit crazy. This shit absolutely crazy. This is 3rd room today. Like, what's going on, bro? He don't even have an answer. He don't even give a mad because he got roaches. Fuck going on? But I'm saying, is that normal here though? Like y'all just be having roaches?
We don't find regularly. We do the medicine for the roaches. We spray every room sometimes. Sometimes it's not. You know, we have like company that come and every time we spray some rooms, like 20 rooms per week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Still we have some problem with roaches. Sometimes they come.
All right, man.
Right.
Right out, I look at all those rooms. I don't see nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. It's the best room I had so far. And it was the cleanest room I had so far at Super 8. Like, it didn't have all that on the door, and it didn't have gunk by the microwave or the fridge. So I guess some of the rooms are clean and some of them ain't, which is crazy. So I stay in that room. I'm uncomfortable as hell the entire night. Like, I think I didn't get to sleep that particular night. What night is this? Is this Wednesday night? This is Wednesday night. I didn't get to sleep that night until, I don't even, man, late. So now we're on Thursday, right? I'm exhausted. Everybody looks tired. Memphis looks exhausted. We go back to the terminal, and I asked the lady that is in control of getting our paperwork done and letting us know if we're getting hired on or not. And she also has our drug test results. And I asked her, I'm like, hey, and mind you, this lady is a bitch. Like, she was real short with everybody. Like, 1 minute she acts like she has all the fucking information and the golden keys, and then she'll flip it and she'll start being short with you. Basically, if you're somebody who wants to be informed, she has a problem with you because she wants you to get out of her face. And that's not cool. Like, you're supposed to be welcoming us in here and you're acting like this. So I'm asking her, I'm like, any updates? She was like, oh, no. Like, just, like, basically, like, just sit down and just, like, she's just, her attitude, her energy is just giving, like, just sit down and be quiet, girl. Like, so I'm like, any updates? She's like, no, just that's it. No, like, oh, hair samples may take, like, elaborate a little bit, something. So I go sit down. Everybody's like bombarding her because like everybody's antsy. It's like it's Thursday. We're tired of standing at the Super 8. Get us out of here. Like, what's going on? She stands up and she's like, oh guys, when I know something, y'all will know something. I have other things that I'm doing at this desk. I can't get to things. Like 1 minute, the first day it was like, oh, if you need anything, come holler at me. And now it's like, oh, don't bombard my desk. And, I have other things going on back here. I can't always get to your request. As soon as I can't always get to you as soon as you need me to. We understand that, but we still gonna, like, we have to put the battery in your back. We have to put the bug in your ear if we know what we need. Like, I don't know what she was weird. But anyway, she was weird. So Thursday, waiting around, sleeping on and off. By the end of that day, Memphis and another girl there were told that they had dirty hair. So they were getting kicked out. Memphis was like, man, I haven't smoked in 9 months. What is going on? Da, 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 da. I was told the hair test only go back 3 months. He had just came from Western Express. So he said he was only there, Memphis was only there for a month. So 30 days. So they wanted him to go out with a trainer for 3 weeks and then he was going to be able to go solo. So I'm like, well, if he tested for Western Express, granted, he could have done something that time. I don't know him personally. But I'm like, if he passed his test at Western Express, what's the issue with going on here? Like, what's up with this hair shit? Like, y'all got a bunch of people resubmitting hair tests. And then y'all keep saying all these people's tests is coming back dirty. Like, I just don't want to believe that. Granted, some people are that dumb. Or some people think that, they took whatever medication they took to think it's out of the system. But, like, I don't want to believe, I really want to believe that people aren't going to waste their time getting on the bus and doing whatever to get here. It says orientation to submit a dirty hair test or urine test. I would think, man, if I think I got something in my system, I'm just not going to come all together. But they said his hair test came back dirty. And they said another girl's hair test came back dirty. And she was like, man, she's like, I've never done drugs in my life. She's like, so that can't be true. She's freaking out. She was like, I've never done drugs in my life. Like, I don't want this on my record. Because y'all know it goes to clearinghouse. He's like, man, this is some bullshit. He was hot. He was like, man, I ain't smoked in 9 months. He said, I just can't. He said he left Western Express the day before orientation started. And then, he's like, man, I just came from Western Express. I ain't even had no time to go home and even smoke nothing. He said, man, I don't even do it. He said, man, I ain't smoked in 9 months, man. He said, I gave the weed up just for the CDA. He was mad as hell. And I feel him. But like I said, I don't know these people personally to tell you if they're lying or not, but they both seem believable. And like I said, I really don't want to think that people would just do drugs and then just come right to take a test. Like, what the f***? People like that, they're like visibly off. These two people were fine. So they get kicked out. And I'm like, man, I start getting paranoid. I'm like, man, my hair test better not come back dirty. I don't even drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. But I haven't had no weed in my system since I was like 20 or 21. And that was like from like 19 or 20 actually. And it was because I was celebrating my birthday with my friends. Like, I haven't had no weed in my system since 7 years ago. Like, it better not be shit of my goddamn test. But I was a little paranoid because I'm like, I was around somebody that was smoking weed probably like 2 months ago, if like probably a little further back. I'm like, damn, I was around somebody smoking weed. But she wasn't like right in my face, blowing it in my face. Like, I didn't get contact high. She was like, I was on one side of the living room, she was on the other side of the living room. So I'm like, I pray that that don't come up in my hair. I don't know how drugs work. I don't do drugs, so I don't know. I don't know if I know you. I don't know how long pee would show up in your urine, and I don't know how long pee would show up in your hair. I mean, I don't know how long weed would show up in your urine, and I don't know how long weed would show up in your hair. I don't know because I don't do drugs. So, but I'm like, damn. I wonder if her smoking it around me got in my hair, or would you have to actually, be the one smoking it? I don't know. I don't know. So, I'm like, damn. I hope this shit don't come back positive for me. I was gonna be hot. So, like I said, it's Thursday. Nothing happens. No, I don't get any news. So, go back to Super 8 Thursday. Got to check back into mind you. We have to keep moving luggage back and forth. I'm tired. I'm drained. Moving luggage back to goddamn Roach Motel. Check back in. I thank God I got the same room. Thank God I got the same room. Room 132. I got the same room. Went on in there. It was cool. I checked it out again though, but I felt more comfortable. But I'm still just waking up throughout the night. I'm not getting no sleep. So Friday morning, pack our stuff up again. And head to the terminal. At this point, I met another girl. At this point, on Wednesday, a new class came in. They started their process that we just went through. So now it's their day to go home too. So everybody's stuff is in the shuttle. We get to the terminal. Everybody unpack their stuff. A lot of them are going home. What the was this? Like the first class, I held all of us. Like half of us got held up. This class, they all going to home. What is that about? So everybody going home, and it's kind of discouraging to see other people that got here Wednesday go home on Friday. You've been here since Monday, and it's Friday. I'm ready to crash out. What's going on? So everybody leaving. I'm just waiting around by it's like me and like 2 other people from my class left. One dude is waiting on his background. Mind y'all, the background was initiated a week or 2 in advance to arriving to orientation. Why is he still waiting on his background? Why even bring him out here if you don't have his background back? It's crazy. When I first got there, they didn't have my employment verification ready. So I'm having to wait on my old company, Rail, to send this company my miles, safety, any type of just verifying that I worked there, right? That I didn't have any issues. Why are we not, mind y'all, I submitted all this a week or so in advance to even come in here. Why are y'all still asking for this information? Why y'all not on top of y'all shit? So at this point, I'm like, man, should I leave? Is this my sign to get out of here? Like every time something happens, I'm like, bro, is this a sign? Is this a sign? Is this a sign? Because I always straddle between, am I being too ambitious to the point where I'm ignoring red flags? Or is this just like trucking? Like trucking be up, like it really do. Like I met another girl that worked for JB Hunt. Well, she tried to work for JB Hunt prior to coming to this company. And JB Hunt had her rescuing trucks for 2 weeks straight. Like she was supposed to be getting her truck. They just had her rescuing trucks for 2 weeks straight. And they told her to pick between the last 2 trucks she rescued for her truck. She was like, they're both filthy. I'm not picking either one of them. They was like, all right, well, just stand by and we'll have you find another. Like, who does that? Who says, yeah, just stand by and just keep rescuing trucks? That's bullshit. So Friday, get there. I'm thinking it's going to be, I told myself, I said, told y'all, you only got so many times you're going to keep pissing me off. I'm ready to go. So I'm looking up Greyhounds. I'm looking up plane flights. I'm looking at rental cars. I'm looking up everything because I said if I don't get no news by today, I'm not staying in the Super 8 Saturday and Sunday because orientation only runs from Monday through Friday at this company. Some companies like Quality Carriers, they have the orientation over a weekend. Like they just run you straight through. They don't do pauses. So I'm like, man, ain't no way in hell you think I'm gonna stay in the Super 8 Saturday and Sunday where I don't get a break from the hotel because I don't go to orientation. Like orientation saved me. That 7 a.m. to 4:45 saved me from being in that nasty ass motel. So I'm like, I'm not staying here Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. So I'm looking for things to go home. And then around like 8, 9 a.m., that's when the lady comes and says I'm hired on. No, she comes to me and she says, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance to hire you on yet, but you're in compliance. I'm like, what the fuck mean you haven't had a chance to hire me on? So you mean to tell me I sat here yesterday for nothing? And you could have hired me on? Like I told this lady was a weirdo, dude. Like, and if you were one of the ones who was like questioning her too much, and you could tell, like, she has her favorites, Like the ones who are like, oh, really kissing her ass, like, oh, thank you so much. What are you saying thank you for? She's not helping you. Like, I'm not one of those people that is gonna say thank you didn't help me. I'm not gonna. And then also, she gave me attitude the very first day. One thing about me, when you are nasty with me, I'm gonna hold it against you. You didn't have to do that. Like when you're nasty with me for no reason off rip, you can kiss any type of like good rapport with me goodbye. And I'm not saying like, oh, bow down and kiss the ring, but like I'm big on just being a fucking person. Like I could be having a bad day and I still know how to be a decent person. Like I don't like people who feel comfortable getting smart with people, being nasty with people, and then like especially when they look at you crazy, that be making me want to smack shit. But like the very first day, so sidebar, right? The very first day, she introduces herself to the class and she's like, oh, you know, if I need anything, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. You know, I help with W-4s, I help with this, I help with that. I also help you, you know, stay up to date with, you know, the status of your application. I go up to her and I'm like, because I had received something in 10th Street that said they needed, damn, yo, what's up with my eye? They needed my complete employment verification history, something like that. Basically saying that I was unemployed from July of 2023 or August of 2023 all the way up until May of 2025. I'm like, that's nuts. I had a job during that time. Was that real? So I go back there to her. I'm like, hey, this is saying I've been unemployed all this time, but it's not true. She cuts me off. I don't even get to finish what I'm saying. She cuts me off and she's like, okay, well, we can look at that when I'm done with this here. Like, mind you, I came at her real respectful. I was like, hey, I got this in 10th Street and I just wanted to let you know, like, this is false. Like, I need this corrected. She cuts me off. I didn't even get to finish what the fuck I was saying. And she's like, oh, well, I have something going on already back here. We can get to it in just a second. And, you know, just left it like that. And she just looked at me so crazy, like, how dare you interrupt me? I don't know what the fuck you said, come back here. So I came back here. And even the instructor, he looked at her like, why are you talking to her like that? And I looked at him, I looked at her, and I was like, all right. So I went back to my desk. And, like, one thing about me, once you be nasty with me, I don't do the whole, oh, you could have been having a bad day. I don't be giving grace. I don't give benefit of the doubt because when you do that, people do it again and again and again and again. So you want to be nasty with me, I'm be nasty with you. Or if I don't feel like matching energy, I just be dry with you. And I'm not using my pleasantries. I don't say thank you, excuse me, no, because you was rude. So fuck you. I go back to my seat. I go and live my life. No, I'll go outside and I get it situated with Real and I come back. I didn't want her to waste her time trying to fix anything. So I went back to her again and I'm like, hey, about earlier, I went ahead and called my company. They're going to send, you know, some things over so you don't have to do any extra work. Once again, she's nasty with me. She's, all right, well, I can't get to that right now. But I'm like, you don't have to get to anything. Like I just told you don't have to get to anything because my old company's going to do the work. Shut up. Like, she just wanted to have something smart to say. And at that point, I was like, you're a nasty. I don't do nasty. I don't do business. Fuck you. So went back to my desk and like every day from there, she would try to always like engage with me. Like one thing about people, they know that they've wronged you because they try to overcompensate and like somebody be nasty with you. And then they'll try to keep coming back, trying to check your temperature, trying to make jokes and try to make conversation for no reason. And then, like, she can tell I wasn't going. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I know what you're trying to do. You go away. Like, she would try to make me laugh, and I won't laugh. Like, I don't mind making people uncomfortable. You've already been nasty with me, so laugh by yourself. Like, she kept trying to make conversation. I'm not talking to her. Like, I only talk to her when I need something. Do your job, and I do mine at this point. Because if we keep engaging, it's going to be something. Stay over there. And I think she peeped that. And I think from that point on, like, every now and again, she'll just be nasty. She's weird. So, Friday, she comes to me, and, like, mind y'all, she's, like, giving everybody this big birthday bash about being hired on, but then she just comes to me and just sticks the bag in my face. Like, they give you this bag with, like, permit books in it, all this other stuff in there, like, saying, like, oh, you're hired, congratulations. She comes to me, and she's like, hey, you're hired. And I'm just like, this. I take the bag from her. I'm like, okay, I don't say thank you or nothing. I'm just like, okay, like, what's next? Like, she's like, so when she told me, she's like, oh, I'm sorry it took so long. You're in compliance. I just haven't had a chance to get you hired. Mind y'all, she sits at this computer all day long. What do you mean you haven't had a chance to get me hired? Granted, I know you're doing other shit back there, but you mean to tell me from 7 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. every day you haven't been able to get me hired? I resubmitted my hair Wednesday. You had all day Thursday. So some tell me my hair test was ready Thursday. You just let me sit there. I talked to my account manager. They call them account managers here. I talked to my account manager. He seems cool so far. But you gotta watch that she be changing. So he seems cool so far. We'll see. talked to him, and the way he's describing the account is different from the way my recruiter described the account. I'm not going to go into the particulars because it's going to prolong the video, but long story short, is not adding up. Once again, I've been lied to, right? I'm already making sacrifices with the nature of this account and the scheduling of this account. And I was like, cool, I don't mind making a sacrifice because I don't plan to be here long. I said, if I can deal, if this ends up being something that I'm just not, I'll stay here for like 6 months. If I can deal with it and, you know, the money's good and the money's where it's supposed to be, I'll stay here for a year. If I really enjoy it, I'll stay longer. So I didn't plan to be here long anyway, just being honest. I just wanted to keep my resume together and, you know, get some extra money because they pay so much here. Allegedly, I haven't gotten a paycheck yet. I haven't gotten the full paycheck yet, so we'll just see, right? So I'm like, I'm really trying to hold on because I really want to see what this money's going to be like. But I'm like, man, once again, another red flag. My recruiter said one thing. Granted, I know recruiters lie, but it gets tiresome because it's like, just keep it real. Mind y'all, I had an issue with Quality Carriers where the recruiter lied about the account. Get to the damn terminal, it's totally different. So different to where I had to. Not only was the issue with the training and all the other shit going on there, but then the scale, I'm like, I have to leave. I can't do, they based, man, I can't do it. Can't do it. What the recruiter's advertising is not what was available at that time. I can't do the schedule. I can't do what y'all are offering. So it's frustrating because it's like you waste time and money. You waste time and money doing all this training, orientation, giving hair samples, all that to just not be able to work and not make money. That's bullshit. So at this company, and I'm like, man, I'm getting frustrated again. It's like the motels, the lady in the back of the room, the sitting around, the miscommunication. I'm like, is this a sign? I'm like, all right. You know, and then mind you, they don't have a truck for me now. Or they do have a truck, but it's not like in Georgia at this terminal. I'm like, man, I gotta go. I don't mind traveling to get my truck. But I'm like, man, what is it gonna be when I get to this truck? So I'm in Georgia. He says, hey, we're gonna get you a Greyhound going to Atlanta. And then from Atlanta, you're going to go to transfer buses. You're going to go to Knoxville, Tennessee. And then you're going to get an Uber to Tennessee. I was going to take an Uber to the terminal to pick up my truck. And I was supposed to pre-trip it. And if something was, his exact words were, if something's wrong with it, take it to the shop. And I'm like, this is a launch out truck. There should be nothing wrong. It should have already been clean. It should have already been to the shop. That's what I'm used to at rail transport. Like, one thing I will compliment rail on is they have structure. They have foundation. Like, you know what you're going to do. You know how long you're going to be doing it in terms of, like, being a new student, getting your CDL, or if you have a little bit of experience, but you need to go out with a trainer. Rail is very structured in their itinerary. Like, you don't have to question anything. Like, they have different departments set up for everything you need. Like, rail is very structured. Like, I will applaud them for that. Like, I was spoiled with how organized rail is. I'm like, man, it's so hard going from a company that was just so well structured, and then I'm here now, and it's kind of like everything's kind of being played by ear all of a sudden. It's just, I don't like it. It was weird. So I'm like, man, it's some bullshit. Like, one thing about rail, they told you, like, if you're from this area, this is where your truck is going to come from. If you're from, because they have equipment managers that manage, like, getting trucks to different places, right? Like, rail tell you straight up, like, hey, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, right? So, and I got my CDL. Well, when I got done training, I did my upgrade test in Gary, Indiana, and my truck was there. Like, they have all this stuff set up to where they try to cut down on the extra travel and just the extra, right? So I did my upgrade test in Gary, Indiana, and I got my truck the very next day. It was clean. Like, I've gotten a truck at rail twice, clean, no smells, not a fucking hair. Like, rail's detail team is top notch. I haven't seen anything that compared to it. I never got a truck with CFI. I never got started with JB Hunt. Quality Carrier is gonna be a nasty ass truck. Like, I have yet to see another detail team touch rail. I will be honest. I just don't fuck with rail. So, but they have great structure there. I will say that. And they have great training there too. They have great CDL training. So back to the story. I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean if I go get my truck and if there's something wrong with it, take it to the shop? Where did this truck come from? When was it dropped off? What's going on? He worded it like that. I said, now watch. Something told me I'm either going to get to this truck and it needs work done, or it's in complete bad shape, or the truck is in the shop when I get there, and then now I'm just stranded. He's saying I can, check the truck out. If something's wrong, put it in the shop, and they'll give me a hotel. and then, you know, pick it up the next day and I go home. That was the plan. And I was going to start doing shadow work the following, well, this was, what day was this? Was Friday. I was supposed to go home Saturday, Friday night, Saturday morning, whichever one I choose. And I was supposed to launch out Tuesday to do shadow work if everything went well. Allegedly. So I get on the Greyhound. As I'm on my way to Atlanta, he calls me. And he's like, hey, about your truck. It's in the shop. And I'm just like, what the f going on? Like, you knew it was in the shop when you spoke to me the first time. Ain't no f you just not finding out this truck's in the shop. So I'm already like, man, are you lying to me already, bro? I done been lied to enough. Are you lying to me? He's like, hey, your truck's in the shop. So I'm going to go ahead and get you an Uber set up from, you know, because from Knoxville, they had me a Uber going to the terminal. He switched that to Uber going to the motel that I stayed at that night. I'm like, all right. He's like, okay, yeah. So, you know, he said, just, I'll keep you posted. He said, call me in the morning and, you know, we'll go from there as far as like, what's the, you know, the new information on your truck, the update on your truck. So I'm like, all right. I'm still trying to just hang in there. I'm like, man, I just want to get my truck and go to like, I'm tired. My body's worn down from being up through like constantly waking up through the night. I'm taking naps at the terminal. That's not really helping catch up on sleep. I'm aggravated because it's like, what are we doing? And now I'm just kind of like on the edge about my truck. What is it going to be when I get to this truck? I get to the motel. I get here. I'm looking at the reviews before I get there, and I'm just like another motel. Mind you, I'm hired on, so I'm expecting it to be a hotel, and I'm expecting it to get better. It's still motel. Now, mind y'all, when I first got to their orientation, it did say in the paperwork that like it had in bold letters motels, and the fine print was like, if we put you in a motel because your truck needs maintenance, because you're not nearby a terminal with amenities, you know, if you want to book yourself your own hotel or motel, we will only reimburse you up to the amount of the motel that we were going to pay for. Just like, y'all, this is just company standard to put people in motels. Motels is company standard. Mind y'all, rail transport is a cheap. They don't want to spend money on shit. But one thing about rail has never put me in a motel. As far as the hotels, I was always in a Holiday Inn Express, a Best Western. It was another hotel. I can't remember the name. It was the best hotel I've ever stayed in with a trucking company, but I can't remember that. It was in Georgia somewhere. It was a Comfort Inn. It was a Comfort Inn. It was a nice ass Comfort Inn. In Georgia, it was nice as like the bathroom was beautiful. Anyways, one of the nicest bathrooms I've ever seen at a hotel. Like I've never had an issue with security. Like I've always felt secure in Rail's hotels. Mind y'all, Rail do not like paying for shit. They don't want to put you on a plane if they don't have to. They don't want to put you in a rental if they don't have to. They've put me on planes and they put me in rentals on different occasions. But they will fight you on it, but they will give it to you. So for this company to like y'all put me on, like, mind y'all, oh my God, what really frustrated me the most was the fact that I was only an hour and a half away. So the terminal in Georgia and the terminal in Tennessee, they were only an hour and a half apart. But they made me go on this 5-hour Greyhound trip just to get to the goddamn. It was frustrating. I'm like, why am I going on a 5-hour Greyhound ride? And I'm like an hour and a half away. I was so annoyed. So get to the motel that night, right? Check in. This room. This is the worst smelling motel so far. Like Super 8 stunk. The Quality Inn smelled worse than that. But I bought a candle. Did I buy a candle? No, I didn't buy a candle till I got back to Super 8 on Wednesday. And that's when I was like, I don't know why I didn't think to buy a candle, but I did. The candle helped so much. Sure Stay. I'm at this motel called Sure Stay. I'm looking at, once again, a 2-star motel. I'm looking at the reviews online. They're saying that the owner is, like, everybody is talking about the owner. They're dropping his name. They're saying how nasty he is, how he doesn't give you a refund, how he charge. Hotels are not supposed to charge you until you get there. He was charging people before they got there. They were, if they choose to do something else, he's not giving a refund. Like, he's not even giving half a refund. You ask him for any type of, toiletries, he's, like, fighting you on new sheets. It's, like, nasty, right? So I'm like, man, I do not have, like, the way I'm feeling, I crash on this owner right now, and I get put out. I'm like, man, if this owner's nasty with me, I'm probably going to spit on him. I'm probably going to spit on him. I'm irritated. My body's tired. I'm tired. I'm mentally, I don't know what I want to do at this point. So, and I just keep having little crash outs, like, mentally. So, I get to this motel. check in. The owner, I don't know if he was the owner or not, but he had a little nasty. He was pleasant with me, but his face, he had that. You know how you can look at somebody and just tell they don't take no shit. He looked like he'll get right with you real quick. So it was cool checking in with him. I go to my motel room. This room is rancid. This room smells like dialysis mixed with cigarettes, mixed with somebody who, yeah, have you ever been around somebody who has smoked their entire lives and it's just seeping through their pores? Like, they just stank so damn bad. Like, we had one dude like that in our classroom or in our group, and he smelled so bad. Like, it's like it was in his hair, it was in his skin, it was in his clothes. Like, we would get in the shuttle and his smell would take over the shuttle because he just smelled like straight smothered cigarettes. Like, I can't describe the smell. Like, a cigarette is one thing when it's out in the open. Like, if somebody's smoking a cigarette, it's like, okay, that's one smell, and that doesn't smell good. But when it's in somebody's clothes, hair, skin, it's like, he would make the whole shuttle stink. So I don't know how people deal with it. But this hotel was like that times 10. Like, this hotel smelled so bad. It's a step up from Super 8, but it's still just, just dirty walls. And as y'all can see, there was a bug underneath my mattress. But I'm so tired. I'm like, man, I slept on top of the mattress with the bug. Because I'm like, man, I'm tired. He dead anyway. He ain't gonna bite me, so I just thugged it out last night. So I had a decent night's sleep. It wasn't long enough, though, so I'm still tired. I didn't get to bed until I got to that motel at like 10 something at night, 11. I was up doing things, sanitizing the room, getting footage for y'all. And then I watched a little bit of TV, and then I took a shower, went to bed. I didn't go to bed till 2 in the morning. Woke right back up at 8 or 9 a.m. So I didn't get enough sleep. But I was like, man, let me hurry up and get up. Let me get to this truck. Let me see what's what, so I can hurry up and see what's today going to bring. Because at this point, I told myself, I said, if something's wrong with this truck, I'm ready to get the here. Like, I'm tired at this point. I'm done. I don't have no more to give. So, get up, call my fleet manager. He's like, hey, the truck's ready, when you get there, just do a thorough pre-trip. Let me know if there's any issues, and, we'll go from there. Get to where we at? Get to this terminal. I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick up my truck. But the dude is looking at me like I'm crazy. Hey, I'm a so-and-so driver. I'm here to pick up my truck. He's just looking at me like I'm speaking a foreign language. I'm like, what the is up with everybody here? Like, he finally walks me to the back. He's like giving me all these directions. So I go and I go to the truck shop or the maintenance counter, and I try to get my truck, right? Dude at the counter, I'm gonna just say his name because y'all don't know where I'm at anyway. Dude's name is Ken. He's a asshole, like certified asshole. I really think he was racist or prejudiced. He was something. Black people can tell when we're interacting with non-black people. We can already tell what type of energy you want. Like, some people treat you like you're a criminal. Some people treat you like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, it's just the energy of it. Y'all don't understand that because you don't live the life as a black person. Your perspective is, you just don't have that. You just don't have that perspective. If you're not black, and if you don't have a certain appearance, like I have locks, I don't know, maybe I appear dirty to some non-black people. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I appear a little rough. I don't know, and I don't care. But bottom line is, being black, and hell, even being more presentable looking, whatever that means, or more polished looking, you can still experience like microaggressions. It's just those subtle like energy, those subtle gestures, those microaggressions, those like the subtle little energy shifts and tone shifts. We pick up on all that, and it's like, yeah, you probably racist, or you probably prejudiced, or whatever the. But yeah, I think this dude was racist for sure. Like, he was just nasty the entire interaction for no reason. So I get to the counter. He's just staring at me. He doesn't greet me. He's just looking at me like, what the fuck you want? Like, he dead ass looking at me like, fuck you want? I'm like, hey, I'm a such and such driver. Can I get my keys to my truck? And this is my truck number. I come with everything prepared for him. He's like, you want keys to your truck? Like, he's like, people like this irritate the like, I just laid everything out for you. Yes, I want keys to my truck. This is my truck number. Like, why am I having to re-explain everything? So he's like, you want keys to your truck? I'm like, yeah. And then with the warranty maintenance, bitch. So he gives me my keys. He doesn't say, congratulations. Are you a first time driver? Like, I'm just naturally like, provide the hospitality. Hey, is this your first time? Did you just get your CDL, or You know, how long you been driving? Like, nothing. Just straight up just passes me the keys and just looks at me like I'm weird. I'm like, at rail transport, we would get our trucks and we would fill out this sheet. Like how you do with a rental car, they give you the keys to the rental car and they give you a sheet to fill out. They want you to walk around the rental car and they want you to submit any damages that are already, any cosmetic damages, scratches, dents, whatever, right? To prove that you didn't do it. So when you turn in the car, you have this sheet to back you and say, hey, these were already on the car. It's rail transport did the same thing. And I think that's a great thing to do so that you're not charged for cosmetic damages that you didn't cause. Now rail will, if you get a scratch on the truck or something, they don't care about that. They'll buff that out. But if you break a fender, if you crack something, what are those things called that you jackknife with? I just call them fenders. If you make anything bend, anything that's bent, cracked, curved, and is not supposed to be, you're gonna have to pay for that. And then take it out of your paycheck. So that's important to do with a driver. I'm thinking that's important to do. So I'm like, hey, do you have to walk around with the drivers? Because I don't want to be held responsible for damage that I didn't cause. He's like, got this face, get the fuck. He's like, oh, we don't do any of that here. We just get your keys and you just get rolling. Get the fuck away from me. He just has nasty ass energy. I'm like, this boy. So, I go to my truck and I'm looking around. There are some cosmetic damages, but nothing crazy. Well, not damages. There are some cosmetic things, but nothing crazy. Just scratches and shit. So I'm taking pictures of everything. Do my pre-trip, get in the truck. I pre-trip the outside first. And then I get in the truck. The smell is got insert clip. Alright, y'all. As you can see, I'm in the truck. It stinks. It smells like a smoker had it. Yeah, it stinks. It is not 100% clean. Like I said, man, rail got me spoiled because I've never had to deal with this. One thing, let me show y'all. So obviously somebody has some LED lights, right? They could have got that off, they didn't. It must have been a smoker in here because I see how yellow this is. It must have been a smoker in here, and it definitely stinks in this motherfucker. These cubby holes, they're not clean. Not sure if the camera's picking it up, but these cubby holes are nasty as hell. This is only a 2023. Look how nasty that is. There's no way, this truck wasn't clean. Cubby hole, nasty. I don't know why companies tried it. Nasty. They could have got that off. And everything stinks. Somebody was a smoker in here. And then this camera. This is an AI camera. This is the lytics. I'd rather be on this camera. I don't want to be on camera at all because I'm used to not being on camera. But if I have to pick a camera to be on, I'd rather be on a lytics camera because it's triggered during events. This mother runs and just watches you all that long. It's creepy. My last company had that Notre Dame shit and got them to turn it off. I'm a safe driver. I don't want to be on camera. Shit weird. So I'm gonna call my fleet manager and let him know, man, I can't take this truck. It stinks. Definitely had to have a smoker in here, and it's dirty, so I don't want it. And then two of my tires are they already need to be replaced. The trailer, it's getting low on two of my drive tires. But I don't have a tread thing to really measure. So I haven't checked out the truck as far as the under the hood, but I don't even need to do that because I don't want this truck. It stinks and it's dirty. Then this is a foam mount. They could have got that off. Another foam mount. They could have got that off. I'll check back in with y'all in a second. So as y'all can see, this truck smells god awful. It smells like the motel I just came from. Heavy smoker smell. The seats were giving icky vibes. You know how you sit in the seat and you could just tell too many people have sat in that seat, like a build up. That's the vibe I got from them seats. The seats were disgusting. The seats stunk. There was hair in the passenger seat. There was a French fry in the steering column. Chad, I don't know. What is this? It's a sap around it. I don't know what this is. I don't know why they didn't take those out. If you see, it's marks and shit on the wall. All this should be clean. All of this should be clean, man. This truck smells horrendous. Like, what the hell, man? All this shit should be clean. Then there's a french fry right here and shit. Fucking White Castle french fry. Y'all, I'm about to crash out. There's sticky mounts everywhere. Command hooks that they could have. There's a fucking piece of tape in the back with sticky shit. Like, I don't know what's going on. The lights were yellowing from all the smoke that whoever previously had the truck was smoking like hell. The fabric in the truck is normally gray. The shit didn't turn like brownish yellow. I don't think my camera picked it up that well, but this shit is turning like brownish yellow from all the smoke. And it's just, this smell is strong, like so strong to where I don't think any spray would have done it. I don't think changing the cabin air filter would have, you know, fixed it. They needed to like do a really deep scrub of the seats and all the fabric in the truck, and they didn't. Also, if you look between like where that little platform is for the fridge, I didn't show y'all this in the video, but if you look where that platform is, where the fridge is supposed to lay, that platform, and then between, you know, the bunk, there's like shit all in the crevices. Like that one thing, like I said, Rail had me spoiled to the structure and the cleanliness. Rail's terminals are clean. I just can't do it. Like, I can't take this truck. And what really sent me over the edge and made me crash out, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, but what really sent me over the edge and made me crash out was the fact that there is no outlet. There's no 3-prong outlet for my fridge and microwave to go. So I'm like, how the fuck eat? And then I like to cook on my truck. How I'm gonna cook? Granted, there's a 3,000 watt inverter in there, but there's only 3 outlets on it, but my fridge and microwave cords are not that long, so I'm not gonna be able to plug it into the inverter. They can move the inverter, but I'm like, man, I don't want my truck going to the shop. The truck passed the test in terms of like, you know, the equipment, the suspension system, the brake system. Like, I tested all that, everything perfect, right? The lights work, all that. It's just the interior is, I can't do it. I'm like, there's no way I detail this truck. The cubbies are nasty. Like, I can't do it. So, but then what really sent me over the edge was the fact, like, this made me crash out. Like, I'm in my truck cussing loud as hell. I punched the damn cubby like 3 times. I've had it at this point. Like, all I want, like, I've come this far. I'm really trying my best to hold on and not leave this company. Like, I really want to see what this account's like, but God damn it, you gave me this nasty edge. I'm crashing out. I'm like, damn, I can't get a fridge in the microwave. I'm crashing out. I did take footage of that, but I decided not to put it in here because I don't want that on there. I don't want that on the internet. I crashed out so bad, and I started crying because at this point, it's just like, mind y'all, I really think I've been handling this entire week of just back-to-back just L's. I really think I've been handling this way better than I would have in the past. Like, I am working on my emotional regulation, but it is still a work in progress. It gets to a point, though. It gets to a point where it's like, all right, bro, this is back-to-back L's. I'm also tired. Been sleeping in dirty ass motel. Like, I'm tired. I want a W somewhere. My truck, I can't get a fridge and a microwave on this bitch. Like, I'm crashing the fuck out in this truck. I'm yelling, I'm cussing, I'm punching the goddamn wall. I'm losing my mind. I recorded all this, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put this on YouTube. So maybe I might catch another one of my crash outs when I stop caring, but I'm not gonna put that on YouTube. So, but I crashed out. I'm like, I've had enough of this shit. So, what did I do? I go inside and I asked the dude, Ken, I'm like, hey, there is nowhere for me to have, there's no outlet, no proper outlet for my 3-prong plug from my refrigerator and microwave. So can I have an extension cord? Like, do you think that would work, or would that blow anything? Like, would it be an issue? He's like, no. And every time he answers me, he gives me one-word answers and he just sits there. Like, he's being very vague. He's not being helpful. He's being very fucking nasty with me. I was like, so what do you recommend? So I can't have an extension cord. What do you recommend? Because some companies will fire you. Like, they don't want you to have an extension cord in your truck because they feel like it's a fire risk. I'm like, so what can I do? What do you recommend? Like, I have to have a fridge and microwave, but I'm not buying another one because who the fuck ordered this truck anyway like this? Why would you order a truck that don't have a standard 3-prong outlet? I'm not buying nothing else. Unless y'all gonna buy it. But, he's like, no, we can't have an extension cord. He says something that doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm like, I kind of like zoned out because he starts talking about getting another microwave. I'm like, I'm not getting another microwave. I'm not doing that. And then he's like, and another driver walks in behind me. He's black too. So Ken is white, I'm black, and the other driver's black. I'm saying this for a reason. So he's like, no, can't do that. You're gonna get fired. They don't want extension cords in their trucks. Mind you, this is a mechanic from the partner company. This is not a mechanic from my company. And he's like, once he just keeps trying to like get me out of his face. He's like, once again, we can't do anything for y'all's trucks. We don't hook up CB radios. We don't hook up air hoses. We don't hook up lights. We don't do anything different to these trucks. Da, 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 da. You can't have an extension cord. I'm like, you're supposed to be fucking helping me, dickhead. You're not providing any solutions. I'm like, oh no, the other dude interjected. He was like, well, I have an extension cord in my truck and I've never had any issues. Da, da, da. He's like, oh, he doesn't have a microwave, but he has a fridge and he has a smart TV running off of his extension cord. And then he has another extension cord going to some massager in the front, whatever the fuck he was talking about. I'm like, all right, cool. And mind you, he's way more like friendly than I am. Like I told you, I'm not a friendly person. I'm not like an outgoing social person. I know how to talk to people, but I'm not like super friendly and shit. I'm just not. I don't think I need to be. I'm just not friendly. I'm not nasty with people. Like I know how to smile. I know that, hey, how you doing? Like I know how to be pleasant with people. I know how to deal with people in a decent manner. But he's like way more bubbly than I am. He's way more like, he's like more upbeat than I am. I'm just like, let me pay attention to his interaction with him. Let me see if that makes a difference. Same thing. He's like being really nasty with him, real short with him, like kind of wanting him to get out of his face. I'm like, is this motherfucker racist? It's like, if you are racist, you're at work. You're gonna have to put. One thing I don't understand about racist people, the races that you don't like, they're not gonna cease to exist. You can either hang yourself, shoot yourself. Like, why do y'all continue to be racist, but you won't move somewhere where like, and even if you do move, black people or like people in general are not going to stop like running through these. Like people think, oh, I'm going to move to a sundown town. Black people be there too. Like, I don't know why, but they do. You can move to a sundown town. You probably have a much smaller probability of seeing black people. But we're still going to pass through from time to time because not all black people know all the sundown towns. Like, y'all don't have you're not fucking God. Like, you don't have a right to tell people where to be, when to be, and you don't have a right to feel entitled to not interacting with other races. If you don't like interacting with certain races, just kill yourself. You will never have to interact ever again. Like, it's that simple. I do not understand when racist people feel the need to, like, be outwardly nasty. I don't understand the need. I don't understand how when racist people, like we can pick up on the fact that you don't like black people, but, like, we still don't care. Like, at the end of the day, I have to communicate with you for what I need. And I'm going to keep talking to you. Like, I'm not going to, okay, you don't like me. Okay, that's your problem. Like, you being racist is your problem. 100%. You being racist is something that you have to deal with. 100%. It's you. I'm not going to take that home with me. I'm not going to feel any type of way. You put your hands on me, it's going to be the last time you put your hands on somebody. You threaten me, good luck. Like, I'm not with none of the dumb shit, but I'm not going to go out of my way to make a fucking situation or, like, incident or, like, altercation. But, like, push come to shove, life or death scenario, like, it's gonna be you. It's not gonna be me. Like, I don't understand racist people. Like, y'all want to rage bait people all day online. Y'all be saying the craziest shit to people. Y'all be like y'all try to make it known that y'all are racist. I don't care about that. Like, I can't help it that you're racist. It is what it is. I've been black my whole life. I've been going through racial profiling and all type of shit my whole life. I'm 27. So me talking to you right now, you're not making or breaking me by being nasty with me. Just give me a solid fucking answer and I won't come back. It's like, you keep not giving me an answer, I'm going to keep coming back in here. I'm going to keep asking you shit. And you're just going to be irritated. It's you. At the end of the day, you're creating more problems for yourself because you won't just be solid with me. And he's doing the same thing to this dude. This dude is asking questions now. He's not giving him an answer. I'm like, what the fuck is it with this dude? But then a white woman walks in. She's not a truck driver. She's something else. And his whole energy changes with her. He's like being friendly and all this and that. And I'm surprised the motherfucker smiled. He smiled and everything. I'm like, wow. Whole time, I don't care about that. I need some type of help, some type of support. So she leaves. And I'm just like, bro, I'm finna crash out. I need my fridge and my microwave, and I need a way of, since he's saying we can't have an extension cord, what am I supposed to do? So I get back on the truck. I call my fleet manager. I'm like, hey, this is what the guy in maintenance saying what to do. I also said, hey, I need a detail. This truck is disgusting. I can't take this truck like this. I'm letting him know everything that's going on with the truck. I told him it checks out as far as equipment, you know, brake system, suspension system, but everything else, the interior is trash. He's like, oh, I understand, you know, just go in there and ask for a re-detail. I'm like, what do you mean a re-detail? This was not detailed in the first place. He's like, oh, you know, you can go in there, ask for a re-detail, and then they'll get you pulled in, and, you know, they'll get your truck cleaned up. Cool. But I also started asking about the extension cord shit. He was like, he said, it's the first time I've ever heard that. He said, honestly, you can have an extension cord. He said, drivers have extension cords. He said, I don't know why he would tell you can't. He said, but I can get you transferred to breakdown and they can give you a definite answer. He said, because I can't really tell you, like, he said, I'm just a fleet manager. I can't really, he said, I'm not really like, he said, I know what type of trucks we have and all this and that, but like, I can't really give you the specs on, you know, what would be safest for you. He said, so I can get you transferred to breakdown and, you know, go from there. He transferred me to breakdown. Talking to them. Guy in maintenance. He acting like he don't know what the fuck going on. So if the dude in here from this partner company can't tell me nothing substantial, my fleet manager can't tell me nothing substantial. But really, it's really on maintenance to tell me. Maintenance, you should be able to tell me. This ass wipe in here and tell me niggas, he don't like niggas. And then I'm on the phone with you, and you acting clueless too. Come on, man. Y'all pissing me off. I'm ready to crash out. Like, so I'm like, man, what? I need to eat. Somebody need to help me. I'm like, can I have an extension cord? If so, do I need to buy a specific type? Because I don't want this to be a fire risk, and I don't want to blow this inverter. What do I do? He's like, oh, let me go talk to my manager. Cool, do that. No, but first he's like, oh, you can go inside and talk to the guy at the counter. I'm like, no, guy at the counter is being an asshole. He said that y'all would fire me for having an extension cord. And he just kind of sat there like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? So he goes, asks his manager. He comes back. He's like, hey, you can definitely have an extension cord. Not sure why that guy in there would tell you that. You can have an extension cord or a power strip. He said, just make sure it's rated for the wattage of your refrigerator plus your microwave. And, you know, whatever else you plan to hook up to it. Cool. Mind you, the inverter takes 3,000 watts. I'm used to 1,800. I shouldn't have a problem. But I think I am going to have to buy a power strip with a surge protector on it. I think I already have one at home. But we'll see. I just don't really feel comfortable hooking a fridge up to an extension cord. Like, the microwave is one thing, but a fridge is just like, But we have to try it, right? If it doesn't work, they're going to have to move my inverter closer, because my fleet manager said that's an option to have them remount my inverter elsewhere. But I'm also like, I don't know, because the inverter cords are probably only so long, but we'll see. We'll just see, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I can have an extension cord, which means my fridge and my microwave is good to go. I need that. Like, I'm trying to save money. I need that. So what was I about to say? So I'm like, still like, this truck's nasty as hell. But I forgot to ask about the detail when I was in the shop. So I get out my truck again. I go back in. And I'm like, hey, mind you, he just keep having his face like he don't want me to talk to him. I'm like, hey, my truck is dirty. It stinks. And I'm like describing everything to him. And I'm like, when do you all think I can, like, how long would a detail take? Like, how long before I can get in here for a detail? And how long would the detail itself take? Because their details take all day. Like, they clean the fuck out of them trucks. Like, Rail will tell you, like, hey, if we detail your truck, they don't detail overnight. They only detail during the day. He's like, they tell you straight up, like, you're going to need a whole day for your truck to get detailed. Because, like, they just do a damn good job of cleaning. So, I'm already, like, fucked. Because I'm like, it's Saturday. I want to get home so I can, because I'm going to do my own cleaning anyway. Like, even with Rail's trucks being bone clean, I still want to spray it with my own products, clean, wipe it in. But I shouldn't be in here with bleach and a fucking scrubber. Like, I shouldn't have to detail it myself. That's ridiculous. I don't get paid for that. So, I'm like, can you detail my truck? Like, what's the detail on that? This fool gonna say, we don't do that. We don't do that. He said, like I said before, we don't do anything with you all's company's trucks. All we do is we take them in and we work on what's under the hood, or like we replace lights. He said that's all we do. We do not do anything. We don't hook up anything. We don't mount anything. We don't do anything. And then this fool gonna say we can get fired for mounting TVs. I'm like, what the fuck you talking? There's literally a fucking thing, an arm swing thing in there for a TV to be mounted. I'm like, what is he talking about? He's just saying anything at this point. So I wanted to punch him in his fucking forehead. So he's like, we don't detail trucks here. But it's like he's excited to like tell me no. Like he's like, no, we don't do that here. Like we don't detail trucks. And he's like, he got this like smirk on his face. Like we don't detail trucks. Like, nope, we're not gonna help your black ass today. Like he's so fucking weird about telling me no. He's so weird. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'll really spit on you. I'll really just take one of them straps back there and wrap it around your goddamn neck. Like, I'm so annoyed with this dude. So, I'm just looking at him like, I really wanted to say something, but I'm like, man, you know what? You're not worth my job. Like, you're not worth my job. I'm like, this motherfucker is just so happy to keep telling me no. It's insane. So I'm like, what do y'all do? Like, so I just wanted to ask. He just told me what they do, but I was like, well, so what do y'all do? Like, so I can know. Like, what do you actually do? Well, we only just do maintenance. That's it. We just do maintenance. Okay. I'm like, man, this is really, like, why would y'all sit down and get mad at my company? Because I'm like, how are y'all partnering with a company that don't do nothing? Why would y'all send me to a terminal to pick up my truck? And if I need something, I can't get it. And then the dude that came in, he's missing a clearance light. From my understanding, you cannot drive down the road if all of your lights aren't functional on your truck. You get a ticket for that. So the dude asked him, mind you, this dude's black too. He asked him, he's like, am I good to roll down the road without a clearance light? The dude didn't answer. Ken didn't give him an answer. He's just looking at him. He's like, am I good to roll down the road with a missing clearance light though? He was like, I'm good, right? I'm not gonna get no ticket, right? DOT ain't gonna say nothing, right? Maintenance dude just looking at him like it's your call. What do you mean it's my call? I'm asking you. You're supposed to know these things. Now, I personally, I believe you're not supposed to run down the road with no lights, with a light missing. They'll give you a ticket for that. Don't give DOT don't give them no easy bait. So, I told him, I was like, I really don't think so. I said, I think you can get a ticket for missing a light. I was like, I think you should check with your fleet manager and see if they can get you something, because you're going to need that clearance. Like, you can't roll without that. So, maintenance dude, he's like, I mean, that's your call. What do you mean it's his call? What? He can't roll without it. So, and then the dude was like, he has a Kenworth. I have a Freightliner. The dude was like, Ken was like, yeah, we don't have that light anyway. We have to get that. Mind you, he ain't even, oh shit. Mind you, he ain't even looked in the system. He hasn't done any type of computer work, nothing. There's a computer sitting in front of him. He hasn't done any type of nothing. He ain't even looked at the inventory. He was just straight up like, well, we don't have that part anyway. We would have to order that. And me and the dude looking at you like, how the fuck you don't know what you don't have? You ain't looked at what you don't have. Like, granted, mechanics be knowing offhand what they do and don't have, but like, you didn't even look. Like, you might have gotten something this morning you don't know. Like, he was so fucking nasty. So anyways, right, he was like, I said, you should call your fleet manager, seriously, like, and get, you need to go get that fixed. I don't think you can roll down the road without a clearance light. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna do that. He leaves. I'm just like, damn. So now I have a dirty ass truck. They don't detail trucks. I'm like, what the fuck is this place good for? So I call my fleet manager again. I'm telling him the whole interaction with this dude. And he's like, yeah, that's strange. No, what happened? I didn't tell him. My bad. I'm moving too fast. I called my fleet manager. What did I tell him? Oh, I told him about the detail. I didn't tell him everything yet. My bad. I'm moving too fast. I tell him about the fact that I need a detail. And that he said they said they don't give details here. I'm like, he's like, they don't give details. I'm like, yeah, he said they don't detail trucks here. And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck you sending me to why am I picking up my truck at a place at a partner company, and the partner company ain't acting like a partner? Like, what the hell's going on? So my fleet manager's like, well, I mean, at this point, the only thing I can offer is, if you want to buy some cleaning supplies and clean it yourself, and we can reimburse you for the cleaning supplies. Or he said, I can get you to the terminal in Ohio once you launch out. Like, you know, in the midst of my shadow work, I can stop through there and they can detail my truck. But I'm like, that's stupid, because I'm going to get my truck loaded this weekend. And then I'm going to have to, in order for them to detail my truck, I have to remove my stuff from the truck. I'm not about to pack all this stuff on my truck. Mattress and fridge included, and my microwave is heavy. And then I have to unpack it in order for them to detail. I'm not going through the extra work. What is going on at this company? What do you mean buy my own supplies and clean my truck? Even if you do reimburse me, I shouldn't have to clean. I'm going to clean it anyway. But I shouldn't have to bust elbow grease. The only thing I'm supposed to be doing is sanitizing, like spraying with nice disinfectant spray, letting it sit, and wiping it down. I should not be sweeping. I should not be vacuuming. And I should not be picking hair off the seats. I should not be trying to get a smell out the truck. I should not be getting heavy stains and like sticky shit out the. That's y'all's job. I'm not doing y'all's job. I'm not doing that. What is going on at this company? The motels, the roaches, the mold. You want me to clean too? You want me to wipe your ass? Like, I'm getting frustrated. Like, what is going on at this company? So I sat there. I'm gonna give you a call back, and because I had to think about that. Okay, I'm gonna give you a call back. He's like, all right, just let me know. He's real pleasant though. Like he's pleasant, but I'm like, man, what the fuck going on with this company? I'm just like, I'm sitting here to myself, like, I think this is my sign to get out of here. I think this is it. This is the end of the road for me, bro. This is the end of the road. I'm cool. You gonna tell me to clean the truck? I'm gonna do that anyway. I already got to put the shit on it, organize it. I'm gonna do that anyway. You want me to bust elbow grease? This truck stank. The lights is yellow. I'm gonna get to that point in a minute, but I'm just so in shock. So anyways, right? I pack up all my stuff. I have my backpack. Well, I have all the stuff you see here, but it was like more better packed up. I just pack up all my shit. I go sit in the front area, and I'm looking up Greyhounds. I'm looking up hotels, and I'm sitting here going back and forth for myself. And I'm like, do I really want to leave, or cause I can't. I'm not cleaning this truck. It's not my responsibility. I'm not detailing it myself. No, not to mention that's an extra. Y'all gotta understand. This terminal in Tennessee is 4 hours away from my house. I still have to drive home and load this truck up and clean it. And you want me to detail it myself? No, I'm not detailing it. I'm not driving this stank ass truck home. Mind you, this smell is so strong. I don't think this smell is going to come out with me cleaning. I don't think so. You want me to drive home? It's going to take about, man, doing that truck, I probably would have been like 2 hours, because I would have had to throw baking soda all over the seats, hit it with the hot water, scrub, that little trick that people do to get, stains and stankiness out of their sheets. And it does work. Like, me and my mama revamped a dirty mattress. We threw baking soda all over, hot water all over, scrub. We did this for it was a 3-day process though. We made the mattress white. It got the stains out of it, and it no longer had a smell. But that's a 3-day process. I don't have 3 days. And I'm gonna be tired as hell. I'm already tired. I'm not cleaning shit. So I'm sitting there like, bro, I'm not detailing the truck. I'm not gonna take this snake. I gotta drive 4 hours home. I gotta detail it. And then you want me to? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And then you expect me to be ready to roll Tuesday? I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I find me a Greyhound, and then I find me a hotel, which is the hotel I'm in. I'm at Comfort Inn. This cost me $130 for one night. This is a hotel. It's not a motel. This is very much the best hotel I've stayed in since being on this dealing with this damn company. And then I paid for my Greyhound. So this was $130, and then my Greyhound was $110. I didn't want to pay for either one, and I didn't want to have to leave, but I was like, man, fuck this shit, I'm leaving. So my whole mood was just down. Like, I'm just sitting in the lobby in the chair, just like, once again, I'm just feeling so defeated. Cause I'm like, once again, I'm trying to like excel. I'm trying to surpass. I'm trying to make, like, the whole goal in life is to make more money. Like, the whole goal in life, if you look at your life from a year-to-year standpoint or a quarter-to-quarter standpoint, you want to be making more money. You want to be in better shape or maintaining whatever shape you're in. You want to be more mentally fit, mentally stronger, more emotionally intelligent, more spiritually awakened and in tune with the whole point in life. If you look at your life from a year-to-year standpoint, quarter-to-quarter standpoint, you don't want to, if we're in 2026, by the end of this year, you should have way more knowledge than what you started with in the beginning of 2025 or end of 2025. If you had the same knowledge at the end of this year that you had at the end of the beginning of that last year, fuck you doing? If you ain't trying to find a way to make some money out here, if you ain't trying to like surpass yourself, if it's not you versus you, what the fuck are you doing? What's the point of your life? You're just being stagnated. I'm like, man, I'm getting down in the dumps because I'm like, bro, every time I try to get away from rail, it's the same shit. It's frustrating to me. I'm just sitting there, y'all. I had cried in my truck. I started crying again, and I'm embarrassed now. I don't cry in front of people. I'm trying to hurry up and wipe my tears away. I'm just sitting in this, like, I'm so defeated. Like, I'm so defeated. Like, I haven't told y'all my entire trucking journey. I will one day, but like this CDL, I've only been doing this shit since 2023. This CDL journey for me has been very testing, like extremely hard. Like not extremely, like I ain't gonna. I've had some rough ass patches in trucking, like mentally. Like this industry is fucking. Bitch, it'll take you under. It'll eat you up. But if it ain't the lack of money that's gonna eat you up, it's the mental aspect of it that'll eat you up. And baby, oh my God, I didn't been through it. So anyways, right? I'm like, once again, I'm just trying to level up. I'm just trying to get better. I don't want to stay like this for the rest of my life. I just want to be better. Like, goddamn, why won't the world, why won't the universe just let me do better? So, but then I immediately calmed myself down. I said, don't get too don't get too much in like a panic, like scarce mindset. Try to think abundantly and try to be like, maybe this is God's protection. Maybe this is the Most High's way of saying, this ain't for you. I got something better. Do something else. So before I even called my fleet manager to let this man know I'm leaving, I scheduled me a hotel, and I scheduled me a Greyhound. And I submitted a quick application to another. Bitch, I'm thinking abundant. Y'all got me fucked up. And I submitted a quick app to a whole other company, right? So then after that, I'm like, man, let me call this man. Let me straighten my, come on, y'all, I'm so down. Like when when my feelings are so hurt and when I just feel so defeated and I'm just so like, mentally, and mind you, I'm also tired. So I'm knowing that's playing a role in my crankiness because I haven't had no sufficient sleep. I'm like, man, matter of fact, let me stand up because I'm sitting too long. Man, let me calm myself down and I've been sitting too long. I'm like, let me calm myself down and let me call this man and let me get my attitude together. Because when I'm so down and defeated, I don't want to talk. I'm mute. And if you try to talk to me, I don't know. You probably think I'm weird. When I get so defeated, I can't even talk. I feel like, man, I didn't want to talk. So